Wellness on Monday morning. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
This Valentine's Day, fall in love with flavor when you save on delectable dishes and tantalizing tastes from Omaha Steaks with their Love at First Bite sale. It's the perfect time to celebrate your better half and bring the steakhouse experience home for Valentine's Day. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code SIZZLE at checkout and get $30 off your order. That's $30 off an endless variety of delicious gourmet foods, from perfectly aged tender steaks to juicy burgers, decadent desserts, and classic comfort meals. Every bite is guaranteed to be perfect and is backed by their 100% satisfaction guarantee. Visit omahasteaks.com. Enter SIZZLE at checkout to get $30 off your order today. No one comes close to matching the flavor, tenderness, and value of Omaha Steaks. Order today and share a special meal with your special someone. Visit omahasteaks.com. Use promo code SIZZLE at checkout to get that extra $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Goddard's Gold. From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And it is, what is it? It's 7:31 in the morning. It is time. It's about time we took a look at some birthdays, isn't it? Today is February 11th, almost Valentine's Day. Very, very close. But birthdays today, big shot birthdays. Singer Jimmy Carter. Not the ex-president Jimmy Carter, the singer Jimmy Carter. He's with the Blind Boys of Alabama. He's 91 years old today. Tina Louise, she was on Gilligan's Island. She was Ginger. She's 89 today. Sergio Mendes of Brazil, 66. He's 82 today. Philip Anglem of the Thornbirds is 71. Catherine Hicklin of One Life to Live, that's a soap opera. She's 67. Let's see, we have actor Kerry Lowell of Law & Order. He is 62. Sheryl Crow is 61 today. Jennifer Aniston is 54. Damian Lewis of Billions is 52. D'Angelo, he's a singer, just one name, D'Angelo, is 49 today. Bryce Beckham of Mr. Belvedere is 47. Vocalist Mike Shinoda of Lincoln Park and of Fort Minor is 46 today. Brandy of Moesha. One name in the TV show. 44 years old today. John Jones of Eli Young Band is 43. Actor Matthew Lawrence, Boy Meets World, 43 years old today. What has Matthew done since then? I don't know. Kelly Rowland of Destiny's Child is 42. She just had a baby not too long ago. Game of Thrones, Natalie Dormer is 41. Singer Aubrey O'Day of Danity Kane, 39 years old today. And who else do we have? Taylor Lautner, 31 years old. Taylor was in the Twilight movies. I don't know what he's done since then, but he's 31, still out there somewhere. Local birthdays, we got them coming up next.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, Public service announcements on the KXO info line or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Angelica Rodriguez, Bruce Noriega Ibarra, Cassandra Gloria, Clyde Walker, Cindy Perdomo, Richard S. Diaz, Danny Lee, Enrique E. Sandoval, Ruben Sandoval, Rosemary Weimer, George Nunez, Judy Barra, Mark Valenzuela, Sylvia Alvarez, Yolanda Alvarez, Ronald Everhard, and Danny Walker. Happy birthday to each and every one.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground, covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And it is now time for the World California News headlines, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. A strange object shot down over Alaska is leading to lots of questions. CBS's Stephen Portnoy.
The White House is making a point to illustrate this object was much smaller than the Chinese balloon shot down last week. The president ordered it shot down due in part to the possible threat to civilian aircraft that fly at the same altitude.
The death toll from that earthquake in Turkey and Syria is now more than 25,000. CBS's Tina Kraus.
Time is running out. International teams of rescuers are racing the clock to find survivors. Turkey's president toured the damage Friday. He called the earthquake one of the greatest disasters his nation has faced in its history.
An American Airlines jet with no passengers aboard bumped into a shuttle bus on a taxiway at LAX.
Somehow, either the plane went into the path of the shuttle bus or the shuttle bus went into the path of the plane.
4 people ended up in the hospital. CBS News Brief. I'm Allison Keys.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Unnamed senior U.S. officials who served during the Trump administration reportedly confirming that a Chinese spy balloon flew over 4 sensitive sites in the U.S., including naval base Coronado, while the former president was still in office. Coronado Mayor Richard Bailey.
It is a bit unsettling to think that a foreign adversary could get so close to our borders and our airspace going undetected. It kind of makes sense, right? Not just because of naval base Coronado, but also the presence of the naval special warfare units that are based here.
The revelation coming days after the U.S. shot down a Chinese spy balloon that flew above the country, and amid news that the U.S. shot down another unidentified balloon over Alaska. Victims of childhood sex abuse may soon be able to hold their alleged abusers accountable without fearing a deadline.
Many victims don't come forward, especially if they've experienced childhood sexual abuse. They may not come forward often until they're 50 or later.
Assemblymember Dawn Addis's bill would end the statute of limitations for people who have experienced sexual abuse. Jeff Scott, California News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repairs or replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the CIF, are the 824,000 high school sports students in California. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, soccer and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, administrators, and officials. We stand for the swimmers, football players, and wrestlers. We stand for the golfers, softball, and volleyball players. We stand as the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
And it is now page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. Skeletal remains were found in a burned-out El Centro building late Thursday afternoon. El Centro police reported that the remains of 2 individuals were found in the building in the 300 block of Commercial Avenue. Building had burned in June of 2021. Imperial County Coroner's Office is investigating and working to identify those remains. And the Carrot Festival is underway today. It's final weekend, wrapping up all day today. You got stuff going on. The 5K run is, I think it's underway right now as we speak. The Carrot Festival Street Fair and the Craft Fair is underway, and it gets underway at 8 o'clock. 10 o'clock this morning, it is the parade. The annual Carrot Festival parade kicks off at 10 o'clock this morning. A carnival at this afternoon. I think that opens up at around noon, 11 a.m. and noon, goes until late tonight, around 10, 11 o'clock. It's the Carrot Festival going on in Hopeville.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
And there is a sinkhole in an Imperial Park, City of Imperial Parks and Recreation and Public Works Department. The personnel discovered the sinkhole in the ground of Anthony Redondo Memorial Park. City crews are currently assessing the extent of the damage in the park. Visitors to the popular park are asked to be careful when in that area. Don't go anywhere near the hole. At this time, there is no word on when the repairs will be made. Calpatriot Chamber of Commerce is raising funds. They want to pay for an Independence Day fireworks show. Quite possibly the only one in Imperial County this year. The goal is to raise $35,000. They recently announced that they had raised enough to pay the pyrotechnic deposit. The rest this week, County Board of Supervisors gave the fundraising effort a bit of a boost by agreeing to donate $2,000 to the chamber. At the same meeting, the supervisors agreed to donate $1,000 to San Diego State University Imperial Valley's first annual 5K run as one color run event. To donate to the fireworks proposal, contact the Calpatriot Chamber of Commerce. To donate to the SDSU event, contact the Kleshko campus. We'll have more. That's it. That's it. That's page one of the local news. It has been brought to you as a service of El Centro Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, El Centro Motors. Now, with 3 locations to serve you, Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground, covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And it is page 2 of the local news. Page 2 this morning is brought to you by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. It's a great Japanese food specializing in sushi rolls. There are 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state. And the newsroom, county supervisors propose a feasibility study. It would be to determine the specifics of for a county-wide healthcare district taken as an emergency item at their meeting of this week. The Board of Supervisors agreed to fund half the cost of the study. That's estimated to be at around $200,000. The remaining cost would be expected to be divided between the three local healthcare districts for reimbursement to the county at a later date. At a recent roundtable meeting, it was agreed a large county-wide healthcare district was a good idea. They could not agree, however, on how such a healthcare district would be put together and other specifics. The feasibility study proposal would probably have to be approved by the individual healthcare districts at ECRMC, PMHD, and Heffernan Memorial. Imperial County Sheriff's deputies and Brawley police officers arrested a man after a carjacking, according to Brawley Police Commander Jonathan Blackstone. At about 8:15 p.m. Wednesday night, Brawley Police assisted Imperial County Sheriff's deputies involved in the pursuit of a Ford Mustang in the city of Brawley. During the pursuit, suspect drove through a perimeter fence at Barbara Worth Junior High, then came to a stop in the 400 block of D Street. A driver of the Mustang fled the scene, but was located in the yard of a nearby residence. It was determined that the suspect had carjacked the Mustang at gunpoint in a parking lot in the 400 block of West Main Street in Brawley. As the stolen car left the parking lot, the sheriff's deputy saw the Mustang driving recklessly and attempted to stop it. The driver fled the scene at a high rate of speed before the pursuit ended minutes later. Suspect was identified as a 28-year-old Jacob Mariscal of Brawley. He is being held without bail at Imperial County Jail on charges of robbery, carjacking, evading a police officer with wanton disregard for safety, and violation of probation. Identity theft awareness. The California Attorney General's Office has some tips. Protect your Social Security number by all means. It is a key to a lot of your personal information. Recognize phishing attempts and don't take the bait. Protect your online information and accounts with strong passwords. Check your credit card bills and bank statements often and take advantage of the free annual credit reports. If you are a victim of identity theft, contact law enforcement as soon as possible. You can also report identity theft and generate a recovery plan using the Federal Trade Commission's website, identitytheft.gov. For more, you can get more information. It's also available at the State Attorney General's office. We're going to take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, serving you fresh and delicious Japanese food. Also giving you great customer service and a menu full of items for everyone's appetite. Check out their unique Estates sushi rolls, one for each of our 50 states. And come join them with their famous sake bomb, a thrilling event with James Chingan. Make a group reservation at their cozy patio or cater at Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, 416 South J Street in Imperial. Or call in your order at 760-355-4440. Visit them at KSushiBarandGrill.com.
The high temperature yesterday, 70 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 46. National Weather Service says temperatures will warm to above normal levels today with locally windy conditions. A low pressure system will track through the region Sunday and Monday. High temperatures begin trending down on Sunday over southeast California. There will be additional cooling for Monday or for southeast California. Moisture from the system will be limited with the best precipitation chances over the higher terrain. A more potent low-pressure system moves through the region Tuesday and Wednesday, bringing strong winds and even colder temperatures, but with precipitation largely confined to the higher terrain. Weather forecast calling for mostly cloudy skies today high through a mid-morning, then gradual clearing. Highs today right near 75. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. during the early evening, then becoming mostly cloudy with the overnight lows around 45. West-northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour at times. Mostly sunny on Sunday, highs right near 68. West winds around 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, there is a slight chance of rain. Mostly cloudy skies, overnight lows around 46. A west-southwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 71. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 48 degrees, 39% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is pretty much good throughout the region. That's it. Local news, page 2, and your local weather brought to you by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. Dinner menu features 16 different entrees. K Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is a sports time. The Sports World Roundup is brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. How could you forget? You can't forget that. Super Bowl 57 right here on 1230 KXO. We will get it started with the warm-up show in the morning or early afternoon. Kickoff time is estimated at around 3:30 in the afternoon. Chiefs and the Eagles. Super Bowl 57, the biggest game of the year in the NFL, at least. In the NBA, they had several games yesterday, one that went into double overtime. Pistons beat the Spurs in double overtime, 138 to 131. Suns got by the Pacers, 117 to 104. It was the 76ers over the Knicks, 119 to 108. Celtics beat the Hornets, 127 to 116. Jazz got by the Raptors, 122 to 116. The Heat beat the Rockets 97 to 95. Grizzlies over the Timberwolves 128 to 107. Cavaliers defeated the Pelicans 118 to 107. It was the Thunder over the Trailblazers 138 to 129. Mavericks beat the Kings 122 to 114. Bucks got by the Clippers 119 to 106. Men's college basketball, just one game played. It was Butler. They defeated Xavier 69 to 67.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And there was a few games played in the National Hockey League. The Penguins beat the Ducks 6-3. Maple Leafs over the Blue Jackets 3-0. Rangers got by the Kraken 6-3. And the Coyotes and the Blackhawks went into overtime. The only one that did, overtime game, 4-3. Blackhawks over the Coyotes. And that's unusual. There's only one overtime game. The New Mexico State men's basketball has canceled Saturday's game at Cal Baptist and suspended its season indefinitely following new allegations within the program. According to a statement released by the school, the new allegations involve multiple players being allegedly investigated for their role in hazing attacks on a teammate on more than one occasion. School said in the statement that the new allegations have prompted an investigation by the university and led to the coaching staff being put on paid administrative leave. Significant concerns over Gary Payton II's physical exam with the Golden State Warriors has put Thursday's four-team trade involving the Warriors, Detroit Pistons, Atlanta Hawks, and Portland Trailblazers in jeopardy. Sources say that trade will not move forward until the concerns are clarified. After the L.A. Clippers traded point guards Reggie Jackson and John Wall away on Thursday's deadline, Paul George and Marcus Morris Sr. made no secret that they want the Clippers now to add Russell Westbrook should Russell Westbrook become available. Brooklyn Nets guard Cam Thomas has been fined $40,000 for using a derogatory and disparaging language after a Thursday's win over the Chicago Bulls. According to the NBA, Thomas was interviewed by TNT on the court alongside a new teammate Spencer Dinwiddie, following the Nets' 116-105 victory 2 days earlier. Dinwiddie had joked with the media in the wake of the Kyrie Irving trade with the Dallas Mavericks that while the Nets might not have acquired the most talented players in the deal, which included Dorian Finney-Smith going to Brooklyn, they did get the best looking one. And apparently somebody took offense to that. Cleveland Browns owner Dee and Jimmy Haslam are in talks to buy a minority stake in the NBA's Milwaukee Bucks, according to sources. They were talking to ESPN. And Alpha D'Angelo Russell, he is ready for a second stint with the Lakers. He's all ready to go. Now he can get the Lakers to start winning. That's it. That's a look at sports. Sports World Roundup has been brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And your financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scanned fingerprinting to the public. U.S. stocks wobbled Friday, closing a volatile session with mixed results, while all three indexes ended the week with losses for the first time this year. S&P 500 added 0.2%, recovering losses from earlier in the session. Dow Jones Industrial Average ticked up 0.5%. Contracts on the technology-heavy NASDAQ Composite slid 0.6% as the index suffered through its worst week of 2023. The yield on the benchmark 10-year U.S. Treasury note ticked up 3.74% Friday. A dollar index ticked up 0.2% to trade at $103.40. Crude oil jumped on the news that Russia would cut production with the U.S. benchmark WTI futures setting up over 2%. That's it. That's a look at business. Got your weather coming up.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 70 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 46. Expect mostly cloudy skies through mid-morning, then a gradual clearing today with the highs right near 76. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies during the early evening, then becoming mostly cloudy with the overnight lows around 45. West to northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour at times. Mostly sunny skies on Sunday, highs right near 68. West winds at around 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, there is a slight chance of showers. Mostly cloudy skies, overnight lows around 46. West to southwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 71. West winds at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And your financial news and weather has been brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers & Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
All right, Burgers & Beers, pretty good. Of all the burgers, I like the Imperial Fig Burger the best. You pair that with some Jack Daniels, and you got a good afternoon.
One of my favorite experiences at Burgers & Beer was a recent soccer game, and it was one of the final games, and the entire restaurant was going nuts. The energy in the restaurant was off the hook, and it was so much fun.
Join us 7 days a week for happy hour from 3 to 6 with food and drink specials at Burgers & Beer.
It's 8 o'clock at KXO, El Centro, California. Time to take a look at CBS News.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Allison Keyes in the Washington Bureau. There are many questions now that the U.S. shoots down its second object in a week, this time over Alaska. Former Defense Secretary Mark Esper tells CBS News.
This may end up being some type of weather balloon or scientific experiment or climate research. Who knows? But I think we need to withhold some judgment first.
CBS's Christina Ruffini says there's unease on Capitol Hill after that Chinese spy balloon incident.
What is concerning is that it was yet another unidentified object violating U.S. sovereignty.
Alaska's senior senator, Republican Lisa Murkowski.
Any aspect of U.S. sovereign territory that is encroached upon, there's going to be consequences to it.
The death toll for the massive earthquake that hit Turkey and Syria is more than 25,000 now. An entire family was pulled alive for the wreckage of their home nearly 130 hours after the quake. CBS's Chris Livesay has the latest on the search for survivors.
Successful rescues do still happen. 15-year-old Ifer sandwiched between slabs of concrete for 99 hours. She tells her saviors she'd like some ice cream. Double chocolate or white chocolate, he says, before pulling her limp body to safety.
At LAX, a shuttle bus bumped into an American Airlines plane being towed down a taxiway from a gate to a remote parking area. No passengers were aboard. Airport spokesman Heath Montgomery says it's not clear how that happened and 4 people were hospitalized.
The investigation will parse that out. Somehow, either the plane went into the path of the shuttle bus or the shuttle bus went into the path of the plane. It ended up making contact near the nose of the aircraft.
A milestone now in the battle against coronavirus.
I'm Tom Foti. Johns Hopkins University in Medicine says it'll stop counting and reporting on the number of COVID cases and deaths in early March. That Johns Hopkins website has been the source of much of the reporting and policy reaction through 3 years of the coronavirus pandemic.
Now to France. Hundreds of thousands turned out for a 4th day of nationwide protest. People of all ages are showing their displeasure at President Macron's plans to raise the retirement age for a full state pension from 62 to 64. A day before Super Bowl 57, legendary quarterback Tom Brady has filed a letter with the NFL and the Players Union confirming his retirement earlier this month. Brady released a video on February 1st saying his second retirement is for good. He never filed such a letter when he quit a year ago.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
A famous foodie is stepping away from a well-known venue.
I'm browning some Italian sweet sausage.
After 21 years, Gianna De Laurentiis is saying goodbye to the Food Network. She just signed a multi-year deal with Amazon Studios. A spokesperson for Food Network called Gianna culinary royalty and said Food Network will always be proud of the beautiful content we have created together, and our table will always have an open seat.
And today I'm going to use what I call fusilli, but sometimes they're also called rotini.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Radio City's famous Rockettes are taking their show to college. 38 students at the Boston Conservatory at Berkeley are taking the first college dance class for credit, taught by the team famous for its Christmas Spectacular. That's the high-kicking show seen by more than 69 million people since it started in 1933. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
You know, it's true. Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our health care. No doubt. This is why so many people are joining MediShare right now. MediShare is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly health care costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch. It's pretty obvious why, too, especially now during this challenging season. With healthcare costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up, MediShare can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. And MediShare is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 29 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second, and if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time.
With George Gale.
Except, once my pants are on, I make gold records.
AM 1230.
I could have used a little more cowbell.
KXO. 1230 KXO.